So Christyna, you've been with me for a long time now, a few years at least, I think. You're one of my early students when I first opened up, and you've come a long way. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? What got you interested in doing martial arts, and kind of go from there?
Mine's a really unique story, I guess. I don't know. It actually started with a really bad breakup with my high school sweetheart.
Every great story starts with a really bad breakup, right?
Yes, sir.
Even your martial arts journey, I guess.
So I broke up with my boyfriend, who actually was a martial artist as well,
Yeah.
and I decided that I wanted to do Taekwondo, and specifically because
So I remember when you came in, Christyna, you were one of my hardest sells. I sat up there at the front talking to you for like a whole hour, trying to get you to come here to the school. I know you were looking at some other options and stuff, but I'm so glad you came because I think this was the right place for you. But
yes, sir. I'm glad I came too.
I just remember that moment. So anyway, you want to do martial arts, and you're looking around, and you found us.
Yes,
What
sir.
happened after that?
It was you and Isaac that both kind of like sold it really well.
Mhm.
And as soon as I stepped inside the school, like I felt comfortable. I felt kind of like at home. And that also kind of sold it. And of course, your knowledge behind Taekwondo and, telling me your backstory really like sealed the deal. And that's part of why I wanted to come to this school.
Yeah. One of the things that's always really impressed me, Christyna, about you is that you always give it your best. You always try your hardest. Don't make excuses. I was really impressed when you first came in here. You lost a lot of weight, in the years that you were training here, especially in the beginning. We've been out of practice for a little while here, so I think we're all,
Yes, sir.
trying to get back to it. But,
Yes, sir.
But yeah, no, I'm very impressed with that. And tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, you were in school. I remember when you first came here. Are you back in school now? And what are you studying? And what did you
Yes,
study
sir.
before?
So way back in the day. No, I'm just kidding. My freshman year of college, I was going into radio, television, video, and film degree, and then I changed it to communications when I went to Texas State, and now I changed it to theater arts with a specific of makeup effects and costuming and wig construction.
That's really cool. I've seen a few of your Facebook posts on some of your makeup events. Pretty impressive.
Thank you,
Very
sir.
gory.
Yes, sir. Got a little bit of a twisted mind, sir.
You would be the person to go to for that Halloween costume, I think.
Yes, sir.
So you're really into film and doing makeup and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
And what else? I know you like animals. You had a bunny at one point when you first came in. I think he passed away then.
Yes,
yeah?
sir. He passed away about 2 years ago. And then a cat.
I'm way behind on this. Okay, fill me in.
And then I got a black cat. Her name was Shira. Very pretty. She did not like Curtis, and she ran away.
Oh no! You have such bad luck with animals this way.
Yes, sir. It happens, though. I hope that if she has a new home, that she's healthy and happy. Right now we have a puppy. Her name is Acorn. She's a Basset Hound Pit Bull mix.
That is the cutest name ever.
Yes, she's so cute. She's a pain in my butt, but I love her to death.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
How did you and your boyfriend meet?
We actually met through an online service, and we just started talking for a while, and then eventually he asked me out on a date. We went to Red Lobster, and the rest is history.
Nice. Things are so convenient now. You can meet people alive.
Yes,
No,
sir.
It used to be so difficult. And you guys are living together. Do you live out in, Lockhart?
Yes, sir. Lockhart.
Yeah.
We live in a very tiny apartment. We're hoping to move into a house, but we're still searching for it.
Wow. It's always hard when you're that age trying to scrap together a living and stuff. And I know you're working at like an orphanage or something?
Foster care.
Foster
So
care.
I go to a foster house and I take care of the children that are there, and there's multiple houses on a huge ranch, and I take care of the children, make sure they're happy, healthy, and fed.
Yeah. Tell me about that experience. That must be wild.
It is definitely a really big experience. There's a lot of rewards, but there's also a lot of challenges that go along with it.
What are some of the hardest parts? Come on, tell me the juicy details.
The tantrums.
Get locking the kids in the closet. I know it. That's what I would be doing.
Can't do that. I can't.
Oh, no.
I can't really touch the kids at all. Like, the only thing I can do is pick them up and move them, and even then they frown upon that.
Yeah.
Can't curse,
especially
of course.
now. You gotta be careful.
Oh yes, sir.
But maybe you can use it as a weapon. You can threaten them with COVID-19. No.
I think
Don't make me touch you. Don't make me touch you.
Yeah, but I think the hardest part is the tantrums. Sometimes even the oldest kids throw the biggest tantrums.
Yeah.
And when you have like a 5'9" child who is much taller and bulkier than you, it's like, how do you even take that child down? Like, you can't.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to hope that they'll calm themselves down.
Yeah.
And typically I don't have an issue with the bigger kids, but sometimes, every once in a while.
Oh, we can, Christyna. We can take them.
Yes,
We
sir.
just don't want to.
That is true, sir.
Yeah, so that's gotta be really hard. I used to work, I used to do some teaching in the inner city kids in Milwaukee public schools, and I had a friend who was he had a program in there, and I would go visit him and help him teach like seminars and stuff from time to time. And it's so challenging, kids who come from broken homes and stuff, trying to, teach them to respect themselves and respect others and have discipline and be focused. But there's no better candidates for those skills. So, I mean, I really feel like you're doing a good service over there.
Thank you, sir.
But, okay, so you work in an orphanage, you have a dog named Acorn. You're really into Taekwondo. How long have you been doing it here?
Um,
Couple of years?
I know it's been a couple years.
At least a couple of years.
I know that I started a year after your school opened.
Okay.
So I remember that part. And
About 2.5 years, I'm going to guess then. Because we're about 3.5 years old.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you got your blue belt.
Yeah, yes,
Very
sir.
excited about that. For those that don't know, blue belt means you're an upper rank. Usually at the blue belt level, that's when we start working on some of the more advanced, not quite advanced, but more difficult and challenging techniques, and really pushing ourselves to get to that black belt level. That's where we're here in the Rising Phoenix class, and you come up to the intermediate class. And I think last week you did 2 classes back to back. We only have 2 classes right now, so I'm very proud of that.
Thank you, sir.
What else can you tell our viewers that they might be interested to know about you?
I was actually born in Japan.
Okay, tell us about this.
My dad was in the military for 20 plus years, so we just happened to have been stationed there, and I was born. And I think we lived there for like 4 years, and I think I was 3.5 turning 4 when we moved back to America. And then I grew up in Virginia Beach, and then I moved to Texas about, I want to say 8 years ago.
Yeah. So what was your, do you keep speaking any Japanese? Do you have a Japanese name?
Well, my mom wanted me to be named Mika, but I love that name. I actually love to name my daughter that, but then it was going to be my middle name as like a Japanese second name or something like that, and then they were like, no. And I was like, oh, okay.
Gotcha.
But, I'm sorry. I don't have
COVID. Oh no.
But what was I gonna say? I do speak just a tad bit of Japanese, nothing too major or anything like that.
So teach us a word. Teach us a word in Japanese.
Konnichiwa is hello.
Konnichiwa, okay.
Chotomate kudasai is 1 moment please, or like the rough translation of
like
it.
Changamanya? 1 moment?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I actually think I know more Korean than I do Japanese at this point, just because
Good.
you have to learn.
All right. Means you're a good student in Taekwondo.
Thank you, sir.
the Koreans are the best. The Japanese are pretty cool, but the Koreans are the best. We gotta have our allegiances straight here. Well, Christyna, it was really great talking to you today. I hope to touch base with you in a few months and see where you're at in your training. And we still got a little while before we get that red belt, but we're only going to get there by training hard. So I want to see you on the mat doing just that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.